All right, everyone. Very good morning from my side. It's 9 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So let's quickly have a look where we are right now as a sentiment point of view as we start the first day of our week. Starting from Asia Pac equity market, Asia Pac stocks were mostly lower as the reason failed to resume the momentum from last Friday's NFP reaction. Looking at a China AFT, as we can see, is just making lower lows, starting from 12,119 level and currently range bounding in that area. Doesn't matter if you look at the Hang Seng, FTSE 500, all of the Asia Pac stock equity markets are marginally lower. And moving to the EMEA equity side, Germany, Europe, FTSE 100 all showing as a result. We also had a French election results. So the results was the second round election appointed to a hung parliament in which the left wing new NFP surprisingly won the most seats, which eventually lead to the positive sentiment to the European equity market. However, we just seeing a little bit sell-off across the EMEA side, just followed by the North American equity markets. S&P 500 just reached at its upward trend line. And if we look at the Nasdaq is also doing the same thing with Dow Jones following to the upside momentum. So overall, looking at the equity market, it was started as a risk off. If we look at the Asia Pac side, however, it just turned into a risk on sentiment, moving to the EME equity market and just followed by the North American side. So now moving to the commodity markets. uh, Precious metal is down. It's just I think it's just showing a second phase of its upward momentum. Uh, After the NFP just made a higher to 2,390 level. Just I think it's just a profit taking and maybe can hit to this horizontal line targeting at 2,363 level. Copper is nicely pushing upwards. Silver is also doing the same thing. Looking at the energy sector is deeply in the water after it has touched its downward trend line. Same thing with the crude oil and natural gas. I mean, it has never tried to even give us a pullback. It's just going downwards. Started from June 13 and today is June 8th. It's just showing a one side volatility. Very carefully trading with the natural gas. Uh, Looking at the base metals, copper and iron ore, it's just the same story. So across the precious metals, base metals, energy sector, all of them showing us a risk on. If you look at as a safe haven, gold is going downward, and the energy sector is also showing some less inflationary pressures ahead of CPI report we're gonna have on Thursday. Moving to the yields are pretty much mixed across the board, or let's just say just flat. Looking at the timely graph, we can see that it has a bit moved to the upside, but it's not that. It's just a marginal move. I'm not very much convinced that there is a risk on here in a bond, or let's just say it is showing a clear what side bias. So very cautious with bonds. Uh, as said, it is just like cautious or converting into a risk on sentiment. Looking at the FX, let it just get load. So pound is the strongest. There is nothing major flash catalyst we had from last week or even from this week. However, we are having uh, Bank of England Haskell speaking later today. Yen is doing the same story as the weakest currency, and there is nothing major special why it is weakest, as we already know. It's just the policy diversions. And the audience, Aussie, New Zealand, CAD is just consolidating right over there. Euro has showed a little bit upside momentum after the French election results, but it's just now just consolidating in that area with the Swiss franc is the second weakest currency. As we know, we had inflation came weaker than expected last week, and also we are also know that the approach of this bank is really really dovish, if we compare with other central banks. Now, looking at the forex calendar, uh, let me just bring that up for you. Nothing major today. We are not having a major event from any side. Yen, euro, pound, dollars. There's nothing. The talk can be about the Fed chair Powell testimony we are having tomorrow at 11 Atlantic time, and this is something. And also we are having a cash rate from New Zealand, something to keep in mind before taking any ahead positions against or towards the New Zealand or Kiwi currency. So with that being said, risk is pretty much mix, or let's say it's moving to the risk on side. If we look at the equity market, clearly signaling that market can be clearly waiting for the new catalyst, or waiting for the new events or the news to come out on the table, and can create their buys on that. uh, so that's it, my friends. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. Just comment down in the comment section, and I will try to get back to you all. Thank you, and have a great trading day.